Are you familiar with the game Russian roulette? No? So a player takes a single bullet,
Upon a time, there was a prince and two little princesses.
spins the cylinder, places the muzzle against the head, and pulls the trigger.
I felt alone, just looking for attention.
Listen, I'm here for you, okay? If you need anything or you need to talk,
Now, odds favor the lucky, and nothing happens.
Nice to meet you after giving you a summary of my life.
Then there is the unlucky, who is killed in
Cheers to new beginnings, to bigger and better things.
Because he misses us, Mom!
it doesn't happen.
It kills your heart,
I love you to the moon and back. Love you, Daddy.
kills your emotions.
There's nothing you're gonna do to change my mind, so stop it! Stop it!
Cannot allow just anyone into your life.
Stop right there. You disgust me.
You have to know when not to pull the trigger.
Dad, I love you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the director, writer, and editor of the magnificent movie Empty Paradise, Xavier Bastidas. Xavier, thank you for joining me today, brother. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you for having me on this interview.
All right. So, Empty Paradise, I saw it. I enjoyed it a lot. And without giving away anything, for those of you who haven't seen the movie, I highly recommend it for you to watch this incredible feature film. Has some very deep themes in the movie. So the first thing I want to ask you is, what was the inspiration to make the movie, and were you influenced by something in your past?
The movie, the idea came about, I have friends that have gone through a lot in life, in marriages and situations. Very close friend of mine also. So this kind of gave me an idea and inspired me, to touch those type of subjects on, in this film. So it was more like, seeing people go through situations like this. I also include myself in it, So situations like this has, given me a lot of ideas to make this film, you know.
Tell us how the casting process was like, because every cast member in this movie nailed it out the ballpark with their role. So how was that like?
Well, it was a process. As soon as the script was done, I started casting. And then I got to have the full cast. So right when I had the full cast, we got hit with the pandemic. So now everybody was excited to be on set, to start shooting, start filming. But, unfortunately, everything had to stop. So a couple of the people that were on previously that were going to be in the film were not. They were not able to be in the film due to situations and circumstances that they had to face during this whole pandemic. But we had other people that definitely joined the cast, and let me tell you, it was a journey, to finally, be on set and all that stuff. But everybody, during the pandemic, we had rehearsals during Zoom. We practiced and we went over the script as many times as possible. So it was a challenging time. It was a moment that, is this gonna happen? It's not gonna happen. And we're over here, reviewing the script, going over it. So, but hey, listen, it happened. We made it happen, and this is the product that came out of this.
Yeah, and then with the pandemic, it was a gift and a curse for us artists, filmmakers, because we have Zoom that really saved a lot of us time and effort, to just gather around as much as possible virtually, although it's better in person. But, you got to protect yourself at all times. So virtual was the way to go, and you guys made it work. And now look how the movie is doing. And but speaking about the script, how rigorously did you stick to the script while you were filming?
Um, that's a good question. So the script, the way you see the movie, it didn't start like that. It was a whole totally different beginning. So during the middle of shooting, a day before we got on set, me and my producer, we sat down and we spoke, and I was like, listen, I think we're gonna have to take a very sharp left turn in this film, to kind of get to the audience a little bit more. Of course he was with it. And at a day before, I switched things around. I wrote certain other lines for the movie. But I think this was the best decision that we both made a day before we got on set. So if I really stick to the script, certain parts I did, certain parts I changed, certain parts I took out, and certain parts I put back in to kind of, make the movie feel a little bit more deeper and have a little bit more of emotion, as you could say, to get to the audience.
Are you satisfied with how the movie was received?
I am beyond satisfied in how the movie was received. I'm in shock the way it had impact a lot of people. During the screenings, I had people laugh, I had people cry, I had people who were upset. I had people who came up to me after the screening in the movie theater, telling me how they relate to this film. So without even me, noticing, it's like it did make a big impact in a lot of people. So I'm very satisfied how the movie turned out to be. Of course, couple months of editing and taking and switching and doing things here and there. But yeah, the result was definitely epic, as I could say.
I personally, I'm gonna speak for myself, but I saw myself being pissed off a couple of times in the movie. So you did a great job in terms of getting that reaction out of the audience. People don't understand, because I'm a writer myself. People don't understand is that when it comes to writing a movie, you have to make the audience ask questions. You got to make the audience feel, they got to react a certain way to the movie. So if you could do those things, then you're doing a good job. As long as you don't make the movie cheesy or unrealistic, then great. So you did a great job doing that for us, the audience who have watched the movie. And where can we follow you on social media? And where can we see the movie for those who haven't seen the movie yet?
Well, you can follow me at Director Savi and in Instagram. And also you can follow the movie, Empty Paradise movie. And also right now the movie is streaming at Vimeo. So, but it will definitely be available in a lot of platforms. It all takes, negotiations and all that stuff behind doors. But it's definitely going to be available in a lot of streaming platforms that people could get, their hands on. But for right now, it's on Vimeo. No subscription needed. So the link is in my bio, so people could go check it out, check out the trailer, and they're able to see the film there.
Xavier, thank you so much, and congrats to your film. And I'll be looking forward to what you'll be putting out next in the future.
Yes. A lot of more films are coming. Also, there's a sequel to that movie. So, yes. So, it's gonna be. If you thought this was good, this was gonna be a lot deeper than the previous one. But it's something that it's in the works. And a lot of new films that I'm working on are definitely going to be out pretty soon. So, yeah, you'll be hearing and seeing a lot of my work.